But that deep smoke in towards CT is going to provide problems. He feels like he doesn't know what's going on the other side of it. So a flashbang in towards mid, a reswing from MPL and Headtrick. They're scaling short quite quickly.
Yeah, bomb to be planted there, and it's planted so the player at long can play, and there's no one down there, so it's a tough retake. They do have the dual Berettas, but they don't have utility, don't have a kit, so they need to fight their way forward, and they need to find these frags fast. Grouping as a unit out from short, looking for the shots. There's a team kill in there. James taken down Kick It, and that has not made things easier, especially with MPL running rampant. The dual Berettas strike for 3, and it's a seamless retake.
Shane, what are you doing, man? That's just wrong team.
The second B smoke, but because they're ahead of it, they know everything. Headtrick drops his utility in response. PARIVISION might just commit through it. Yeah, off the flashbang, they will swing. Headtrick has a lot on his plate as they start to progress. The flashbang comes from long, he'll swing off it. Flames at his feet, he will burn alive. 2 sets of mollies, but now the headshots rain in. MPL is on a tear today. Another triple kill, back to back. Leaves it to Nota. In 1 versus 2, he's been spotted by these players scaling short. They don't want to give him the space, give him the time, give him the freedom to do a single thing. He's being run down. And Bait will convert against the force buy. Basically, as soon as PARIVISION started to move, Bait were on top of them. That was not the molly you wanted, Alex, and he is punished for it.
Look at this, though. At MPL, you spoke about responsiveness. Nade goes deep in towards top middle. That has given Kicker an idea that there could be players already here, and he just immediately pivots to this little headshot angle. MPL doesn't get anything, but he at least has separated Kicker from the rest of his team.
Be careful here with Jame out long. A flashbang being set up. This is going to be everything. Kenz is all set to swing, and he'll just run out. That's the bomb dropped even. Quickly swaps to a rifle. And Incendiary in response on the ramp. He is decimating them. Kenzie Zor has played them for fools. From a man advantage, they're now on the back foot. Kick It looks to scoop up the bomb, but still 2 players on site. MPL tucked in towards Gandalf. Essential in towards CT. Jame is called upon to come forward to help Kick It find this space.
That's one way to open it up. He just wallbanged MPL, and now Kick It looks to move. Had another glance at that box. You might think there's another player in there. We'll get the bomb down. Planted for Jane for that AWP. It's all about survival. Kicker's got 5 bullets in this AK to try and get a kill. And now he's being pressured by the wallbang, but not from Essential. Last bullet of the magazine connects. And now for Headtrick, this retake becomes basically impossible because you need to get past Kicker, who's never going to peek you. And then James holding with the AWP. 17 seconds left. He's got to get out of there. PARIVISION turn it around.
Yeah, Jame with the big wallbang. And what was Essential looking at? Like, surely, like, there's only one spot that Kicker can be. However, he's gotten past, and I don't know if Belshnock's aware of this. From his position, he has no idea. He's about to get blindsided. MPL should have a freebie here. Might even get 2. Oh, no, MPL. Nothing in life is free. And you got to feel for him, because a couple of seconds earlier, it would have been 1 player. It would have been an easy frag, but he sees 2 and makes a meal of it. Oh, and then James called out Essential. Knows that this is the free space on B.
Don't overcook this PARIVISION. Yeah, okay. It looked like they were going to go long, even though James got B, which was terrifying. MPL, that is a disaster, unfortunately. But with Alex getting one back... Oh, okay. No, the round is still on, if they want to go for it. I don't know if they do, because Headtrick's still got the AWP, but the money is a little bit low. And so is Alex. And Kenzie's also a little bit worse, we're on 50 HP. And with 30 seconds left, PARIVISION cannot rotate.
Surely Fate have done everything they need here. Sure, Nota finds that kill. I don't think it changes the outcome.
No,
Alex is very close to this. Oh my god, they have started to rotate. But it's going to be this A play, and now Nota has won the round by himself. Headtrick gets to fire off the shot, but it doesn't matter. If they just held their ground. But Nota getting that 1 lurk kill draws the entire ire of Bait.
You go in towards lower tunnels early. No one's there. So you even are trying to vary your approach. Another peek in towards middle, a different outcome. Headtrick finally gets the best of his counterpart.
Headtrick's bored. Wants more frags, pushes all the way out with some support. Will fall back. Ken still gets ahead of the mid smoke, won't see too much. This mid hold has been a little weak. At least Headtrick is here this time. Essential's tucked on the left, spotted. Travis, another freebie. Headtrick has to continue to shine. If he goes down, suddenly all of Bait's hard work falls apart. And it's a retake you feel they have to go for. 3-on-3. Holding all the way out in backyard. Alex will clear him. Travis is low. Bait have the advantage on this. It's Belshnock's game. He sits back towards the big box. Travis underneath. Pressure coming in from tunnels. Alex gets that frag. Over the top comes CsGoldlit, and Bait pull off the retake.
Yeah, brilliant retake. And as you said, needed. It was essential that they got that. Lurk smoke dropped at B. Essential now just smoked off. At least CsGoldlit is here, but it's these two defenders again. And now Essential's mollied. And again.
Oh, and Molly goes where he's going. This has not been a fun round for Essential. CsGoldlit gets one, but it doesn't matter. Alex will find the lurk, but in a 2-on-3, I think they want to keep these guns for the final round of play, especially the double AKs. Essential might have even had some safety where he was, because the molly, I think, went a little too deep at back box, but...
And yes, he goes down to bullets. They got him exactly where they wanted him. There's a ridiculous shot by James on the opener. And this B defense is being exploited round in, round out.
Might be given the opportunity. CsGoldlit's jiggling from backside to jump peek, and yeah, they are just going to commit into B. So much success has been found. The molly gets dropped, and, well, notifies Essential immediately. A lot of damage has been inflicted, but the spray is wild.
Wow.
Look at the HP. Definitely gives a chance in this retake. Love that HP to go onto Noda as he tries and plant. Bomb will go down. There's a decent chunk of utility for these remaining CTs.
Gotta wait for Alex. He's so far away. Speak about the utility for the CTs. The T side are just being annoying. Another smoking towards the doors. The nades going over in towards the window continuously. How's this timing for Alex? It looks pretty good. Travis is considering it just for a moment, but he gets rid of MPL, and then Alex slides out and gets free. But Travis will still headshot him anyway. The player that originally was supposed to be looking at tunnels will finish off the job. PARIVISION walk away with 8.
And now PARIVISION hard favored by the betting odds provided by 1xBet. Group long. Travis gets the first kill. Alex on the trade, and they're just going to accelerate off it. Flashbang's coming over, but not enough to delay. There is this incendiary. Beltranok's holding forward to delay that bomb plant. And it has been a nuisance. Can't really do anything off the back of it, though. It's just waited out by Bait. They're allowed to plant the bomb. Hedrick will get that down. James has removed Alex, but he's still got MPL out long. This crawl from the route. No, kick it, swings wide, removes MPL immediately, but it's Essential with the double. A 2v2, another long play, a flick back Essential. Doing everything right now with the Glock, but a second shot, not enough. He's still standing. Nota continues to scale, and it's on to Hedrick. 1 versus 2 made in 1v1 off the op with the pistol, but it's James that prevails. There's a kit, and there's time. It has a lot of responsibility. It's a very passive A setup, which means if this is this B hit, if they successfully get past Beltranok with minimal casualties, PARIVISION can't retake.
They'll see the smoke now. They should be aware that this is going to be the play, and Beltranok comes up empty-handed. But he will scream all the info. Guys, they're on B. Time to save.
Yep, that's simple as.
He might go around this corner, but if he does, Kicker is still isolated.
Make the right read again, but Kick It on the wide swing, wins out that tool, falls back down, so Bait still continued to commit. It's only Travis here, but PARIVISION are very quickly moving over. They're not gambling B. They want to support their teammate, charging in all of the utility too, separating these Ts. They are having a rough time, but Kick It has been burnt out. CsGoldlit is begging for this fight, looking for the headshot angle with the Mac 10, and he's found the damage. In fact, it's a team kill. Noda takes down 3, including Travis. So it's on to James to clutch up, and he can't duel with 2 at once. PARIVISION try and fast rotate, try and deny Bait, but they burst through.
What a moment. I really like the way the PARIVISION are playing that, because they're forcing Bait to plant for sure. And they're restricting all this control in ramp, but they block each other. They block each other and Kick It burns, and then Nota kills Travis, who's done such a good job at surviving, only then to be removed by his teammate. In essence, there are 2 team kills there.
Expecting a flashbang to get him off the line, so he'll just wait. And then swing off that flash. Perfect from James, anticipating that exact play to get the opening pick.
If this was pure contact in towards B, that would be amazing. Instead, it isn't. Smoke starts to fly over. Beltranok now catches wind of it and will pass the first test. Beltranok holds for a double at the doors.
And triple. Yeah, he will. Beltranok. There we go. But a multi-kill madness from him. If it had just been contact, or if they'd waited for the smoke to land, it's kind of, you had to go for one of those 2 decisions there. But with the smoke still in the air, not quite.
This is where the bombs come in. 30 seconds left.
PARIVISION have this in the palm of their hands. James gets that first kill. Nota can just fall back, and James might even want to post in the angle. The flashbang to allow it as well. Both of them find another kill apiece. That's the round done. straight into James' open arms. He receives them. And even keeping these weapons fairly allowed. MPL will keep an AK, but that is it. 11 for PARIVISION.
So important. He's so important. And I know what you're thinking. You're going to look at the scoreboard. You're going to think, Brandon, he's got 10 kills. Something you can't say about Bates Buy, Headtrick, Orb, MPL, AK. The 2 stars you want to have weaponry, but everyone else is broken, is battered. But at least it's something from the AWP or Headtrick.
Now they're just trying to force the issue. James gets glocked. They're bursting through. Kenzizor will now start to charge in. Belchinok's feeling the pressure. He'll stand for that burst. He keeps going. Belchinok runs out of bullets, but he might have done enough. Alex gets that kill back, but the bomb is in mid, and Kickit finds another. Bay look like they've done everything right. Hedrick still has a chance. A 1 versus 2. And he knows that Kickit's close by. Travis, in towards mid doors, is ready to swing as soon as his contact comes. Hedrick needs to hit that shot and be ready, not anticipating Travis's swing. It's going to burst through. Mid to B. James is here with Belchinok on this side. Belchinok holding the line from doors. He'll have the first fight, but he goes down. James has removed the tunnel's threat, so he can focus over towards these players that are flying out the window. And he can't close it in time. MPL on the leg, getting spammed out, getting removed. They anticipated him. Absurdity. Headtrick's forced off, and PARIVISION looked like they wanted to go for it.
No, they want the AWP. the thing is, they can't have the AWP. It is the danger because James on the B site. So instead, they're going to hunt. They're going to keep Bait just exactly where they want them. Kickit's got more than enough money to facilitate this. So yeah, they're going to try and close the doors on upper tunnels. If they can get rid of all the weaponry here, this would be amazing. Well handled. Really well handled from KenZor. Keeps that AWP alive. And Travis has been loud about running away to then try and get James back on the angle. It's the rifle that swings first, but the utility is good to separate these CTs. 10 seconds, you've got to put the bomb down, but look, lying in wait in the corner was Nota in Goose the whole time. At least there's trades, and the molly will burn out. This is a complete mess, and James, I thought he denied the bomb, but no, not quite. It falls to Belchinok. Trying to do something, anything, but he can't do it. Bait just about survived that scare.
What an interesting gamble.
Well, good news is that Nota's moved off B just a little bit, but James is here, and he's holding counter util. So is Belchinok. Tucks in, dodges one flash, but not the other, and James gets completely iced out, as does Belchinok, as does Nota. Insane entries from Bait, and they just keep on going. Finally, there's resistance from Travis, but not for long. What an explosion onto B, and Bait are still alive. But now Bait can move, right? Bait can now mobilize back in towards short because they know this player was just there and he splashed for control and saw nothing. Kickit's actually rotated all the way around in towards CT and has been dealt with by KenZor. That's the rifle gone for PARIVISION.
And now PARIVISION start to scramble. Nota will pick that rifle up. So it's not all for naught. He had a 5.7, so it's quite the upgrade. But the A split is the perfect call. Players out from long, from short. Travis has an MP9 on site, and he is removed immediately. KenZor is doubled down, but James does the same. His SMG does wonders. James has done everything with just the sidearm, but maybe Alex, no, denied. In the final moments, it's James with an MP9 to secure victory for PARIVISION.
Forget divine intervention. That is James intervening at the perfect moment.
Yeah, but they play mid and play that'll likely come through underpass, so you're expecting this is kind of like a default gun round, but with pistols. Central top mid, James gets curious, and off a flashbang will spot him out, but can't quite convert the shots. Decides to fall back, and it is going to be this hit up the A ramp, scaling out Palace at the same time. KenZor clears Belchinok. Travis with a fast trade. Nota will spot that Palace player. And they're still worried about this mid presence because 2 players are here, and they disengage. 4-on-4, Alex at half HP. MPL and James have crossed each other, but Essential removes Jota, and now James is stuck in the smoke. Has no idea. MPL's waiting. He'll find that kill. And Bait looking like they're going to take this pistol. Travis's arm is spotted. MPL's calling the troops over.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it. Just go. Straight back in towards A. You got all that space through MPL. Kick it. Lying in wait. No flashbang to get him off the angle, but that's fine because Essential will instead. Travis, 1v4, will deny the bomb plant. At least the guy behind it would be the ace. Smoke dropped on the bomb. No kit in play, but at least he knows the location of one of them. Headtrick now starts to move. Gets curious. Close by the smoke. Up over. Travis hits the headshot once more. But he's only got 3 HP. He just starts to stick. MPL will finish what he started. Nearly the ace, but denied. Bait finally get a breakthrough.
going to be a straight up A hit, and there are only 2 players on this side of the map. Kicker starts to move forward. Essential's ready for it. And that's your A defense undone. Nota will spam from stairs, but he is smoked off. Rotations will come from CT. James is here, and there isn't a smoke down. They want to scale this way. But nice flick down. Kenzizor wanted to go fast with that Mac 10, but the response has been quick. Head trick looking to plant the bomb. Travis looking to deny it, and he will swing through with the FAMAS. MPL will finally get the kill back, but the response from PARIVISION is brilliant. They look like they've done all the hard work, but maybe Alex can put in some hard yards of his own. HT does a lot of damage. And look at the reposition. Nota has run all the way round through underpass. He's scaling to come through the back lines late. James disengages. They're going to allow Alex to play this, slow it down. Make it uncomfortable and allow that flank to come into play if it's even necessary. James says no. PARIVISION get on the board.
It's scary how much James is peeking in towards CT. He gave Alex a really big chance, but not to be. And then Belchot removes Kenzizor. Yet again, Kenzizor finding an opening death to kickstart these rounds.
Essential's ready for this aggressive play. Kicker with the MP9 will fall short, and Nota in a lot of trouble. Dancing with Essential will actually win that out somehow. So keeping it in the advantage, just about. MPL on the boost up will slowly ascend, but Belchinok will use that timing to find Alex. Now, MPL is the unknown element. Okay, now he's known. Well, sad situation with Hedrick holding a Glock against a running MP9. Again, a round where he doesn't get to use the AWP.
So a really important kill from Nota, standing up when his team needs him most. How many times are they going to break the smoke with this nade? 2 or 3. Another molly goes in towards the back. They want to prevent Bait from having any scaling in towards middle. And then Nota and Belchinok swing at the same time. Jame will at least deny one. Nota trades on towards Alex, but Kenzie's always still finding impact.
But it was just these 2 hero rifles. Oh, the Deagle though. Best Jame. Travis is not clearing this close angle. MPL lying in wait, activates his trap card, and it falls to kick it. Spots out that player and is anticipating a mid-play, but I think he's already maybe looking to pick up this AWP.
But you take it. I think what's really cool here is that they still remain to fight in towards middle. The molly that PARIVISION threw, the incendiary towards the back of the boxes, is to the CT molly. So it's not going to spread all the way.
Essential anticipates Kickets hanging about. They dodge each other.
Oh, Kicker, you're playing a dangerous game, yeah. Essential will get rid of him.
And I think that's now alerted them maybe there's his flank. You can see MPL is considering it, but the timing from Belchinok, it might just be perfect. He's going to come around the back lines with the MP9 in hand, starts to accelerate. Kill is his. MPL swings back around, but there's no time. 7 seconds remain. You need to plant the bomb, but Kenzizor has come around and has found that opening, and he finds the closure too. Is here, and again, being very loud. Nice blow in the smoke. Reveals Kenzizor, but he's the one that provides the surprise. Belchinok forced forward by the util, but Kenzizor falls back. Not going to give up that potential for the trade.
Oh,
but he just goes looking for it.
He drops on him. And MPL was round the corner. Now, this will be misinformation, because you won't know potentially about MPL, and MPL's now just heard that rotate away from middle. He's got space.
Kicker's on the off angle. Jame in CT again. Can't hit the flick shot. So it's Kicker. He's going to be feeling the pressure. And he's been having a rough one, and it continues. Alex with a great shot. MPL activates, but Belchinok gets the better of him. A tuck in. Alex on the line. HE gets it done from downtown. Still got Travis. You've still got Jame, and they're just forcing the issue. Swinging out wide. No one's finding anything until Alex and Essential hit their mark.
It just feels very individual. I mean, ultimately, that's what it boils down to. Very individual plays, and Belchinok's making another one here onto short.
Here's the individual that's required to step up with that Hero M4, and well, talk about heroic. A push out with the single rifle, and he has found 4. MPL forced to clutch. Is aware, I think, of the position of another player on site, but James catches him off guard. Belchinok on the timing push dismantles Bait.
Yeah, and the individual did need to step up, and he did. Really important round for Belchinok. This is what happens when you feed him on short. The timing here is everything, and Hedrick just thinks, one of these guys will trade him, right? One of these guys will kill him? No. So preoccupied with Connector. Travis Nota got AKs. Can Kicker get a kill? All questions to be answered.
Ooh, well, the kill's coming through short. It's a burst up so fast. James, though, quick on the response and continues to be lightning fast on the trigger. They're still charging at him. I don't think he's aware. They're right there on site behind him. Yeah, Essential with the jump scare, and he's not slowing down. A further swing, another player present. A 2-on-2, though, bombed down. And continued harassment with the utility. Travis and Kicker stuck in towards the marketplace. Essential on the close angle, but off the flashbang, they scale. And Headtrick called upon to close. Hiding in at the bench. Sees Kicker on the cross. Decides to play the discipline, will now secure it. And oh, Headtrick! The double headshot, tap. Bait. Again, destroying PARIVISION.
Oh my god, that's what, 2 versus 4? James gets 2 quick kills, out short, out apartments. And yeah, Essential and Headtrick. Look at this from Headtrick. Unbelievable behind that bench. The discipline. And PARIVISION are left wanting again. As a 2v1. Stolen away from them. Back-to-back player disadvantages, and it just gets worse. Nota will at least trade out James. PARIVISION hopeful, needing a 4th. It's so essential to them for the survival of Mirage.
This map is so much more aggressive than Dusty was. We're seeing so many brawls in middle in the first 20 seconds. Kenzie Zora is so hungry for those fights. Last round, he's up short in like, straight away. He just runs there. Smoke on Con, though, gives Nota the free line. But look at this. He's taken into A. Kicker up on top. Finds that first kill, but Essential doubles down. Belshanock, good readjustment. That's Headtrick again. You can't allow him to pull off back-to-back 1v2s. This time the AWP in hand, the weapon of choice. He'll move forward. Looking for Travis. Scopes on the line. Hunts forward, finds his mark. But whereabouts is Belshanock? You knew he was in short. You're not ready for this reposition into CT. This time, Headtrick will be denied. And so finally, PARIVISION win out one of these rounds.
A burst in towards B, about to be greeted by 3 players of Bait.
Yeah, let's see what this T side has to offer. 2 rounds versus Stralis yesterday. Can they deliver? Well, not the first kill in the pistol, that's for sure. Essential. The tap back for 2. Travis has answered with a double off his own. Kicker again. Another frag into the server. Alex and Essential, though, they're putting them down. And it's James. We've seen him pull off a clutch on the pistol last map.